What's up, guys? This is Ryan coming at you with the demo version for the Need for Speed Most Wanted game. This game's been out for a while, but I decided that if you're like me, where you don't have a lot of cash on, to spend, you don't have a lot of spare cash, you just you download a lot of free trials and you get an idea of what games you want to try out. So I'm thinking with a new series here, I'm gonna just try out some new demo, the free demos of games, and give my review on it, and hopefully have a laugh. So the things that impressed me pretty much right off the bat was the graphics and the music in this game. The graphics speak for themselves, but they're actually able to get some pretty good songs in here, and it really gets you into the game when you're racing people and trying to drift and use your speed boost and nitrous and stuff like that. So right off the bat in the game, it's gonna make you drive over to this checkpoint where you're gonna learn how to get into a new car, and it starts you right off on a race. Right after here, it lets you kind of go a little bit of a free roam, but the world is kind of limited, and I'll go on to that in a little bit. You can see that it gives you a scoreboard right now. None of my friends, it's been a while, so all of our names are wiped off the board, but if you get your friends to do the demo, you can try to race them and see who can get a better time, even in the demo version, and I think that's pretty cool. You see this race here in the beginning. Feel free to make as many mistakes as you want right here in the beginning, because I certainly crashed a lot. You don't need to really redo this one because you can always redo it later with a better car. But I was driving so terribly, crashing in the walls and T-boning my car, and I was still able to win it. So I think all of you guys are gonna have no problem with that. So right after this, going to give you a little bit of a breakdown on how to do it. I skipped that for you guys, and you're going to start right off here by a gas station, and I think as soon as you start, you should go over and drive over and get this car right over here on the left, and because I think it's just a way better car. First of all, it's an Audi. Second of all, it's actually has speed boost, or nitrous. What did I say? Speed boost. I'm playing with different games here. Nitrous and I decided I got this nice car, why not knock down a gate and head over here to this big ass jump. And so actually, I think the mechanics in this game are pretty great, and they made the jump so much better than I remember in the last Need for Speed I played. Then again, I think that was like 4 years ago, so that's not saying much. And if you're caught up with cops here, you can do this little move here, the little figure 8, and they have no idea what's going on. They're kind of screwed around. And then make your sweet escape. You see that your car does take damage, but if you go over to those blue, basically gas stations, it's gonna fix your car up and it's gonna change the color of it, and it gives you a full tank of nitrous, which is pretty useful when you're in races. So this game's all about the jumps. They give you can compare who gets the farthest jump on each of the billboards there when you break them, and it gives you live updates on your friends, and you can always, on the top left of my screen, you can see you have the quick map, and you can look, and it'll basically tell you where you need to go. If you're kind of messing around and you think that you really want some direction on what you want to do, you go up there and I'll tell you where to find cars, where to find races, and you see underneath that it's telling me how far I am away from my race, and it's giving me directions on the mini-map on the bottom left. This is like really Fast and Furious-esque right here, going through the tunnels. I really like this mechanic right here, especially when you're going to nitrous. It kind of gives you that warped feeling, and all I need is a little Captain Kirk guy sitting next to you, and I think you get the gist. You're going like Mach 5 right now. You're going crazy fast. The only problem with going so fast, at least for me, is it's really hard to slow down and turn, and if you're not really good with the mechanics, you can have a lot of trouble with me. And if you get frustrated like me, you're just gonna push cars out of the way, which it doesn't really matter. You can see I already have I already have some destruction around me as I'm trying to get to the checkpoint. And I think another good part about this game, at least in the demo, I mean it's only a demo, but they really filled out their cutscenes, and they go kind of seamlessly right into the race. Right here, I was kind of thinking, it kind of sounds like a T-Rex is coming, right? I mean, I'm not the only one. I know, I was looking at this and I was like, I've seen Jurassic Park, I know where this is going. and then boom, you're right in the race. And I was in this race, and I was like, so you're gonna put me back here like in 6th place? Let's go to 5th, and let's go to 4th, and let's go to 3rd, and then let's go to 2nd and 1st place. I was not wanting to be in the back for the whole race and kind of work my way up. And then those freaking those are Italian sports cars. I mean, race cars. That shouldn't be allowed. Those are like legit race cars right there. So I just kind of pushed them out of the way, kind of knocked them down. You know, I figure that gives me some distance behind my competitors. And often in these races, you're gonna drive. They kind of make it so you have to drive by cops, and then there's a cop chase during the race, and that kind of adds some difficulty. But that's really only gonna come into effect if the cops are stopped in front of you at some point in the beginning of the race, and they join the chase, and they end up like T-boning you right in the front. That kind of sucks. Or if you crash, then the cops will be all over you, and kind of makes it a little harder to catch up. But if you hit them out of the way, it actually gives you more nitrous and can actually be used as an advantage. So you see right here, drive through that little gas station, and it gives you a new color, a fixed car, and it gives you a full thing of nitrous, and you can just burn through that right off the bat. I love the mechanics in this game of the cops. I guess there's only like one cop in here who's like the big chief of them, because he seems to be right on your ass every single time there's a cop chase, and they call out what your color of the car is, what kind of car you're driving, and you know, they kind of give you critiques on your driving. They're like, oh, this guy's a crappy driver. No, they're like, oh, we got a reckless driver over here, and you kind of get an idea of your speed because they start saying things about how fast you're going, and kind of, you know, encouragement, which I love. You know, a little encouragement. You know, they don't say anything like good job, but you know, you can kind of get what they're trying to get at. So I'm just knocking down light poles, kind of blocking the road for the people behind me, because I think that's really going to give them some trouble. And this race is about to finish up right here. You can see I'm a really terrible driver, I'm going to be honest, and I was able to win pretty much these demos right off the bat. They are the easy races, so I'm assuming when you get up to the harder races, it can be near damn impossible to beat them. But right in the beginning, the demo kind of throws the wins at you and gives you a little idea. I thought when the race is over that there was no cops behind me, so I just do like a quick turn, quote-unquote quick turn around and start going back to where I was, and the cops didn't really like that. I just got blown out. In the demo, I found that you're going to end up crashing a lot. Right here, this is right in the beginning of the game. I wanted to go get a cop, and I thought that was a cop. I totally missed him, but get a collateral and end up getting the cop anyways. I think the cop was really going after me, but and in the first couple races, and just trying to drive around and thinking you're badass like I was, you're gonna end up crashing a lot. But the good thing is the AIs, or the computer, the people you're going against, they're not that much better at the game than you are. You'll find when you're just randomly, you'll run into traffic, you'll run into cops, you'll run into, you'll just fuck yourself up. Like right there, I was trying to drive, and then I reached the border of the game, which it really doesn't give you that much indication, and you just go slamming into that. So this game was pretty fun. Besides crashing a lot, I really had a lot of fun messing around in the game, having these cops try to chase me, getting around, trying to take these corners really fast. It's pretty hard to go in reverse, at least I found that right here I'm trying to go in reverse. It's not really working out for me. But this is a really fun game. I really recommend you check it out and get your friends to try it, because it kind of gets competitive, and you can try to beat each other's times on tracks. And I really like the solo and the multiplayer aspects of the game. They really weave it in pretty well together, and it looks like to get the most out of the game, you're gonna have to play this online. But I do recommend, if you really want to get this game and you really want to check it out, get the demo, and then try to convince some of your friends to get the game, because I think playing this solo with not knowing anyone wouldn't be as much fun as playing it with some people who you can really compete against. And you know, maybe if you play by yourself, you find some people that you can make new friends with. But the races are pretty fun, and they tease a lot of things in the actual game, in the demo, that you don't get to do, but you get to kind of see hints at it in the game, and that's it. So thanks guys for watching. Comment if you have any games you really want me to check out with the demo, and I'll take a look at those. And thanks guys for watching.